Welcome to Wasenshido Dojo. We are on day 22 of our 30 days martial arts for beginners. Today is talking about Kumi Uchi, which also means to grasp and strike in Japanese. Seen in Jiu-Jitsu and other kind of wrestling, standing up grappling and wrestling. So get into and let's get started. All right, so like I said before on our 30 days martial arts for beginners, it's intended for it to be, practicing at home, online, learning basic martial arts online by yourself, particularly. It's good to have a partner. I have a Bob today. You can use your significant other, or you can just kind of go along with the motions today with me. But first, we haven't done much of warming up or stretching out or any kind of thing, just outside those few videos that we did about stretching and warming up, etc., cooling down. So jump out of your chairs and let's get a little bit of a warm up, just a couple minutes real quick, head to toe. Let's start with a little bit of a bounce. You can just keep your your toes on the floor and just let your body just bounce around. We're gonna get the blood flow going a little bit and then we'll move into some techniques for our Kumi Uchi. So give it a little bounce. This is good for your immune system, but your lymphatic system and your blood circulation, which of course helps your immune system and everything else in your body. All right, tap the heels. If you're on a softer surface, you can kind of tap them kind of hard. And if you're on a carpet or a pad like me, all right, bounce a little bit, jump off the floor just an inch or two. Let your arms flap around and shake. Shake the hands out. Nice deep breath. And press the air out. Have a weird noise coming out. Press out that stale air. Okay, and let's go to our next, left and right. Breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Okay, looking left to right. Relax your body. And slow head circles, nice and easy. My neck doesn't like to roll all the way back, so just go easy. I can come up straight up and then down like a half of a circle, or up one side and up the other side. If you've had neck problems and neck injuries and neck stiffness. All right, shoulder circles. Let's just do some shoulder circles going back. And starting with the arm circles, going small circles and then bigger circles. Just a real quick thing today, nothing too crazy. And then forward circles. You can start small and go bigger. And across the chest. Widen the stance and do a nice little, just extending the arms back and forth, twisting the spine. Try to keep your knees and your lower body kind of stationary here, because you want to get a nice spinal twist with the body and the spine. Twisting the spine is one of the most important things to do every day. And hip circles. And switch directions. And bigger circles. Round the lower back a little bit as you come around. And let's go to the knees. Feet spread out and knee circles. And switch directions. Nice deep breath in the nose. All right, feet are close together. Bend the knees. Nice small circles, big circles. Whatever you feel like doing. Switch directions. And squat down. Keep your feet flat. If you can't, then do your best. Kind of go back and forth, stretching the back, stretching the ankles. And come up onto the toes. Stretch the toes. And let's do one quick lunge. Make sure the hips are A nice neutral position. The lower back is flat or, yeah, flat. You don't have to be arched or rounded. Just nice and neutral. Feeling the stretch on the front hip flexor. And switch feet. Okay. You can activate that glute, that right rear glute, whatever leg is back. That glute muscle, just activate it a little bit. Feel an extra stretch through the front hip flexor. And shake it out. How do you feel? Hope you feel better. Let's get into it. So we got Kumi Uchi to grasp and strike. It's used in Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, any kind of standing up, grappling, fighting, wrestling. And the next thing is kazushi. So kazushi is another Japanese term. I don't exactly remember the actual translation, but kazushi is, well, it means a lot of different things. It means you can do a physical kazushi or a psychological kazushi. So this is breaking somebody's, so kazushi means breaking somebody's concentration or their movement. So if you want to break their concentration, that's more psychological kazushi, which we won't go into today. But kazushi, physical kazushi, is when you want to break their kame, which is their stance. Break their stance, break their movement, get them out of their control, out of their standing posture. So if I'm pushing and pulling with somebody and you pull them off balance and you make them step off of their balance, that's kazushi. That's causing them to lose their balance. So the idea is there's like an invisible balance point between you and an opponent, and so you want to get them off of that balance point. So I'm standing here, I'm pretty balanced. So I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling balanced. And what happens? Let's say they pull me off of my balance by using kazushi, by using techniques. And I step forward and I kind of fall forward, or they push me and I kind of stumble back onto my heels, or off to the side. That's called kazushi. So you may have seen kazushi in Kung Fu Panda. I can't remember. They use that term there. I can't remember what they did in the movie with it, but it's not really, they didn't do what is the actual technique. But anyways, or maybe they did, I can't remember. So, first thing you do, grab their collar and grab their elbow or their arm or their clothing on their sleeve. Okay, that's the first position for Kumi Uchi. So, grab a partner, grab your bob, or just go with the motions and just visualize it with me. So you're grabbing their clothing or their gi, their lapel, and then their clothing and their sleeve or their elbow. If they're just their arm, you're just grabbing their tricep or their elbow, and you're just gonna press and push and pull. So the idea is to push with the lapel, with the chest here. So you're pressing and you're pulling with the arm. Okay. So push and pull. The idea is to get them to get off balance. So you're twisting their upper body. See? Okay? If you're a real person, you just go and push. And the idea is, there's a lot of different ideas, but we're going to try to stick with the beginner, intermediate stuff. So the head, where the head goes, the body goes. Control the head, control the body. Okay, so that's part of it. I know we're not grabbing the head right now, but if you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen plenty of, head stuff. And the shoulders are also a pivot point along with the hips. So if you take a person and even if you go to the side of a person, you can take their shoulder and press it forward like this. And you can just easily kind of move them. Okay? you can move them. So you can try that with a partner. You can push them back, forward. If you're just beginning, you really need to get your hands on a real person. And you need to just start feeling what it feels like to push and pull somebody around. Okay? Press and pull, keep your balance, and just play around. You don't have to go. You just start out real easy with somebody. Let them push and pull you. You kind of push and pull each other. And you just feel what it feels like to do that. You're pushing around somebody's weight, what their body does when you do this, and what their body does when you do that, and maybe what their feet do when you do this, and then see what their feet does. So there's just so many scenarios. But that's the idea. Lapel, arm, press and pull. You get them to step, okay? Usually push into the chest, push with the lapel, with the collar, pull with the arm, and what side that you're pulling the arm with, that foot should step forward. That's what you want, is you want them to step forward with that foot. Okay, so that foot is now here. Now you can step in, step on the foot. You can step behind and sweep. Okay? Step behind and sweep that foot, front foot. So that's under sweeps here. Go into hip tosses, leg sweeps. Okay? So let's go into hip toss. Again, I can't really fully demonstrate this because I don't have a partner. I have Bob number 2 here. So let's try this. So if you have your partner, let's say I'm pushing and pulling. I'm pulling on this arm and pushing on this chest here. This foot comes forward. I'm going to step back. Well, this is the sweep, not the hip toss. And you just sweep. You sweep your own leg, or you just use this arm and clothesline them over your, basically clothesline them over your leg. So this seems a bit silly not, having a partner. But again, I want to try to show people that you can at least learn the basics and intermediate stuff at home with some tools and with some, things like this, like a grappling or a throwing dummy. So hip toss is where I'm pushing and pulling. Same thing. You pull them off balance. Then I'm pulling this left arm, let's say, and I turn my body and put my hips right in front of their hips. Okay. Boom. My hips are kind of right in front of their hips, and my arms are on their lower back or mid back. Okay. You can use this leg and use this arm. Do not collapse your body. Just lower your center of gravity, bending your knees, and twist your body, turn your body by stepping this foot back. And you just toss them down. Be very, very gentle with somebody that you're just practicing with. Make sure you have some guided instruction. But if you don't have that, use soft padding, go real slow. Hold on to the person as they go down. I don't think I made a video of how to fall backwards or fall to the side. So again, before you go down, that's a little more advanced. It's not that difficult, especially if you're in a younger age, more youthful. But to learn how to fall, check one of my videos under rolling, falling. But otherwise, just YouTube a video about how to fall, martial arts falling, how to use your arm, how to tuck your head in, how to pull up your feet, how to keep your chin, just keep your chin in, and how to bring your arm down, how to land on those big parts of your thighs here, and your upper shoulder, back muscles right here. So don't be falling and throwing somebody around unless you know how to do those things properly, or there's lots of padding. And even when there's lots of padding, how to fall without hurting your wrists and without hitting your head back and stuff like that. Got to practice all those things first. But I just wanted to show you that there's things like what you can do from Kumi Uchi which are hip tosses and sweeps, things like that. So, next is Ganseki Nage. Ganseki Nage is where you come underneath the arm and you're doing an arm or shoulder lock. So, you can see Bob, he's got his fake arm here. All right. Now, imagine I'm pulling this arm. Imagine I'm pulling on the left arm, pushing on the right shoulder and the right lapel. Okay, and I make them step off balance. And then when they step off balance, let's say with their right foot, and I'm pulling on this left arm, I'm gonna shoot my hand underneath that armpit. Sometimes you can practice on somebody that's just standing there like this, they don't know what's happening, you just shoot your arm right through their opening, right here. So, hopefully you can see this pretty decent. So, here, and I'm pulling this arm this way, and I'm gonna shoot through. Now I'm going to get my forearm and my elbow right up into the back of their shoulder and armpit crease. Okay, you want to get back into that crease, and you want to pin your forearm right into the crease of the back of their armpit, in the back of their shoulder here. And you want to press your shoulder, your rotator cuff, the front of your shoulder, and you want to pin the arm right there. Now they might get their arm, they want to bring their arm up out of there. That's when you want to get this hand and press it in there, press the arm down, and also to get them to come down like this. Okay, so now you can put your body weight into their shoulder, and their arm is right here. Okay, boom. You got knees, you got the elbows here. That's one of the best techniques right there, is Ganseki Nage. Try both sides, push and pull, and then when they're off balance, you step in, shoot that arm back there, and then you can put your hand to the face as a breakup, hand to the face, hand to the groin, okay? Slap the groin with your palm. You can bring an elbow to the face and then go right into that shoulder crease. Okay, and then you can grab their if they're wearing clothes or a collar, this arm that's underneath comes around, pinches that shoulder, grabs their collar or anything they can, and if there's nothing there, pin that arm in there, get that shoulder cinched in there, put your shoulder against their shoulder, and then bring them down with the other hand. Bring that, remember, where the head goes, the body goes. Control the head, control the body. So you bring their hand back here, pull it down, and then you got one of these situations here. You got knee to the body, knee to the head. Okay, and all kinds of things. You got the knees, and this is getting into the striking section. You got the knees, you got the elbows. You can go to the face again, grab face, eyes, grab the hair. Okay, lots of different stuff. Foot stomps. Okay, so that's Ganseki Nage. Shoulder bar, shoulder, arm bar. It's not an arm bar, but it's a shoulder. I mean, it's been so many years. Like, what's the actual translation? I don't remember exactly. Okay, so basic striking. Last section. Kumi Uchi. Okay. Pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. Let's say they step off balance towards you. Okay. That foot that comes towards you, step on it. Step on it. Break up their concentration. Boom. And then once they break up their concentration with that foot stomp, maybe you have boots on, maybe it hurts real bad, maybe you do it hard enough to break some of their little those little bones in the foot. That's what's called toki in Japanese. There's a pressure point, just the top of the arch of the top of the foot bones here, and then the metatarsal's in there. Okay, so pushing and pulling, foot stomp. That's one strike. Pushing and pulling. Palm heel to the nose. Grab them again. So you're getting pushed and pulled and like this, and you get popped in the nose, then that breaks your concentration. Go back here, and that gives you chances to do more stuff where you come in, knee strike to the groin, knee strike to the body, to the solar plexus. Okay, pushing and pulling, step on their foot again. So we got we got foot stomp, we got palm heel to the nose, we got scraping the eyes, we got eye flicking, we got knee striking to the groin, to the body. Okay. Elbow to the face, strike the face. You do hammer fist to the side of the jaw. You got knife hand strikes to the side of the neck, forearm strikes to the side of the neck, grabbing the lapel here, and then you can go into Genseki Nage from there. You can go into do a sweep from behind from there, as long as you get them upright. If you get there, whoa! I just split the floor. So as long as you get them, so let's go back to Genseki Nage. Push and pull, right? So forward and back. Push and pull, make them step forward, step back maybe. We got the pulling down, so down. We got pulling, lifting them up, so getting the underneath the chin. You can even kind of pop them up with pushing them and lifting them up with your arms a little bit. Okay, that's a little more advanced, a little more body mechanics, a little more core strength for that. So if you pop them up, push them back, kind of pop them up with a palm heel, or get under their chin. Okay, or get under, grab their collar and get under their chin with your forearm or your elbow. Okay, and then you get them up onto their heels. That's very easy to sweep them, manipulate their body, sweep them down, take them down, etc. So many things can come from Kumi Uchi. Okay. Just watch some Jiu-Jitsu fights and where they start standing up, or judo. Start with judo, and they start with some Kumi Uchi stuff and some, headlocks or locking up, and then they'll go into sweeps and throws and all kinds of stuff. Joint manipulation, stuff like that. That's a little less judo. Well, yeah, Jiu-Jitsu, judo, joint manipulation, but you're not going to see that out there in those professional matches. Like somebody's taking them down with a wrist. Yep. So push and pull, forward and back, and up and down. Okay. Striking, different strikes. You want to try to keep it basic, but yeah, foot stomps, hand strikes to the palm heel of the face, eye strikes, eye claws, eye flicks, flick to the throat, go back in, lifting up the head with the chin, pulling the head down by their hair, by their back of their head. Got knee strikes to the groin with the body, or if their head is down, strike to the head. Okay, Genseki Nage from there, under the arm. Then they're stepping behind and sweep the legs. And a little more advanced, to make sure you have some more training and some guidance and some more videos about hip tossing. Just wanted to throw that out there for hip tossing. No pun intended. Boom. Neck toss. Boom. So that is Kumi Uchi. Hope you learned something today. Get a bob, get a dummy, get your spouse, get your friends, and just be real careful. Remember, just play around with the beginning stuff, pushing and pulling. If you're doing any kind of striking, just real easy, just touch their face very lightly, very gently. Pull on their head very gently, lift them up. Just go real slow, 20%, 25 to 50% speed. Lift them up by just see what it feels like, and let the person feel what it feels like to get thrown around and just, pushed around very gently. Just have the partner go with it. Just go, okay, and then this, and then Genseki Nage under the arm, and then and just start practicing one thing and another. 1, 2, and then up under the chin, and then up, and then do a very careful sweep down. Let them, guide them down to the ground. So, yep. Train hard, and I'll see you guys next time.